and nonsense at Bob's Espresso Bar. Woo! It's the current events panel show in which are very funny and interesting people say very funny and interesting things based on the sad and depressing events in the week's news. I'm your host, my name's Mike Bauman, and tonight with us we have, thank you, please welcome Stephen Faulkner. Mad Champagne. And Becky Garcia. Now, during the show, the lovely Melissa will be keeping score in her own arbitrary way based on what she finds interesting or funny, and the winner will be getting a very special prize at the end of the night. So let us begin. It is September 30th. It is roughly 8 o'clock Pacific time. What is happening an hour from now?
Possible government shutdown.
Yes. In fact, I just checked my phone. It is going to be a government shutdown. They have not gotten their act together.
That's when everything just stops, right?
For the most part, what they
No, but
consider.
it's everything, right?
Well, yeah.
Doesn't
this show blend?
everything just stops, right? So how long is this? We only have 40 minutes, right?
Yeah, we have
So
40
we can
minutes.
do this, right?
Yeah, we'll be good.
Finish this, so we'll be all right.
But roughly 800,000 government workers will be furloughed. National museums will close. Parks will close. Most distressing of all, the panda camp at the National Zoo is going dark at midnight.
But I'm cool, right? We're okay.
Joe Biden is going to be crushed on the pandemic.
You say museums are going to close?
National museums, Smithsonian's are going to close.
Wait, what about the post
Is that
office?
such a big deal?
The post office is independent of the federal government and will, fortunately, I guess, stay open. I don't know who still goes there.
Can we just talk about how boring museums are, first of all? I mean, come on, art? Here's what I'm saying. The last time the government shut down, OJ was acquitted. I don't know if you guys know that. It was around that time. So
Aaron Hernandez, you are good to go. All right, so who said this? I am not only open to, but eager to have negotiations around a long-term budget. But the only way to do that is for everybody to sit down in good faith without threatening to harm women and veterans and children with the government shutdown.
that would be the President of the United States of America.
Exactly. In the Oval Office this morning. Who was he sitting with when he said that?
Oh, I'm going to say Benjamin Netanyahu.
Holy cow, 2 in a row. You are absolutely correct.
He was on his phone like the whole time.
I did homework today. I read what was going on today.
I read that story, but for some reason my mind said Oddish Yahoo. It's a big crap store. Well, it's very odd pair.
He was hanging out with Yahoo Series.
Yeah. Went down to the Yahoo.
Right.
Yeah, so for once it looks like Obama has not given in, but they're trying. I just read before the show started that Republicans are putting together a conference committee, but there's no way they can get all that stuff done tonight. So in roughly a half hour, the White House has to put out the rules on closing down the government, but it could all be resolved tomorrow.
So basically, like at midnight, does the purge happen?
No, really, what happens, because nothing really happens at night of vital importance, I guess. Well, stuff of vital importance will keep going. For example, NASA will close down tomorrow morning at like 9 o'clock, but mission control keeps going.
Do we have astronauts up orbiting right now?
American astronauts, that's hilarious.
No.
They have to leave the station. They get locked out of the station.
Are there any? There are currently no American astronauts working out in the space.
I think there's one right now up in the International
What
Space
about
Station.
that guy? We gotta get him out, right?
Yeah, he's
Rescue mission.
And even if not, the Russians will take care of it, as we've always said in America.
Can you imagine a rescue mission where a rescue guy comes in and says, "Look, the government's shutting down an hour. We have to get you out of here." It's an escape pod, right? Just for that one astronaut, though. That'd be great. That's
You need to
great.
call Ron Howard.
Yeah, it's a good idea for what do you call it? Movie.
It's a budget rescue.
Back to the debate. Are you saying Republicans and Democrats are doing this? They don't like each other?
Yeah, they don't seem to be getting along today.
Since when? Since when has that been going on?
That's why I vote wait.
Oh, they've had a great run. Miller Fillmore, a man to be proud of. All right, who filibustered on the floor of the U.S. Senate last week?
The woman wearing tennis shoes.
No, that was on the Texas State.
Becky, you better know this one, it's Texas.
Ted Cruz?
Ted Cruz's name?
That's a good try, but no.
Is it Texas in there?
No, the correct, it was actually a trick question. There were no actual filibusters last week. Ted Cruz spoke for held the floor for 21 hours and 19 minutes. But at noon on Wednesday, he had to give up the floor anyway because there was going to be a vote.
Right.
So it didn't count as filibuster. He was just going to get to talk for as long as he wanted, as long as he stopped at noon.
I have a question about points. Do I get points for knowing what your next question is going to be?
I would assume so. Yeah, why not?
Okay, I think I'm going to go for it. And you know what? If I'm wrong, you can take away my 2 points. How about that? Do that? I think your next question is going to be from what children's book did Ted Cruz read from?
Well, let's see what my next card is. What is happening to 79-year-old Kohei Jino of Tokyo, Japan for the second time in his life?
Green eggs and ham.
Yes, exactly. He's enjoying Ted Cruz's favorite meal, but you are correct. Ted Cruz did read a book about trying new things.
That's a great idea for a game, right? Well, I know what your next question is going to be. Let's see if I'm writing a bit on it, right? I got to write this down.
Wait, don't tell me.
Yeah. Wait. Also
Wait,
you.
don't tell
Wait. Let's not do this.
No, he did read Green Eggs and
Oh,
Ham.
yeah.
He read a lot of tweets from constituents.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm learning so much from this. I have a 9 to 5. I don't have time to.
Is this guy undergoing radiation treatment for the second time in his life? Is he Japanese?
He is Japanese. It has nothing to do with bombs.
Well, I didn't say bomb, I said radiation.
Well, no.
Oh, I completely forgot the question.
Oh,
Can you answer the question?
79-year-old Kohei Jino of Tokyo, Japan. What is happening to him for the second time in his life? This is a major event.
79.
The first time it
He's
happened.
turning 40 again, almost.
Oh, and that's a very positive outcome.
Almost turning 40 again.
The first time it happened to was in 1964 in Tokyo. And the next time will be happening, well, it will be in the run-up to 2020. Something that happens every, 4 years or so.
Some type of Olympic event?
Oh,
Is
wait,
it
wait,
an
hold on.
Olympic event? It's not
It
like-
has to do with the Olympics.
He's 79.
He's 79.
He's the national origami champion. He's going to the
Ping pong.
Bukaki.
I wanted to be both. I wanted to be
Unfortunately, because of wrestling, Bukaki has been known for. In the audience, we have-
Is he having his birthday because he's born in a leap year?
no.
Oh.
He is being evicted and his home torn down.
Why would you put that? Why is that news?
Because it's horrifically sad.
Kohei Jino, that's his name?
Kohei Jino.
Kohei Jino.
Yeah, in 1964, the home he lived in with his parents, which also housed the family's tobacconist shop, was torn down and became the parking lot for Olympic Stadium. And so they moved him to public housing very close by. He's built a nice life. And now they're tearing down the public housing to put up the new stadium.
Wow.
Just his house.
Well, it's a huge.
It's a very
Oh.
He's in a small apartment in public housing unit.
Okay, so they're not just going to his apartment and tearing that down.
No.
Because that'd be really mean.
Well,
What if,
thanks,
like he lived in, say he lived in a big building and they're just like, no, we're just going after this guy's. Like, what are the odds of that? So wait, so it's him and all of his neighbors?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The entire neighborhood, which is mainly people in
Oh.
later stages of life.
They should have him as a scout. Like wherever he goes, that's where we're gonna have the next event. He's gonna get a picture.
Well, yeah, but you got to get him to Chicago.
Yeah. Why Chicago?
But because I was living in Chicago at the time when we were trying to get the Olympics,
Oh.
and they were about to announce who were the finalists, and before saying anything, they said Chicago, no chance in hell. They were really rude about it. Just
The Winter Olympics in Chicago?
the Summer Olympics
Oh.
would have been. Was that for 2016? Yeah.
You guys have a World's Fair, I don't see why you're doing it.
Well, hey, Tokyo has the rugby finals, World Rugby Finals the year before. Brazil, Rio de Janeiro is getting it right after having the World Cup.
Oh.
So I think, 800 years after the World Fair.
Do you hear how narcissistic you sound comparing Chicago to Tokyo and Rio de Janeiro? Like, on no assembled list are these cities anywhere near each other.
Geographically, or just
Any sense of the word for me.
honestly?
We all have,
Well, I think
lovely
people
food.
who live in those cities would have disagreements with that.
I would
Yes.
love to see the Olympics in Chicago. I lived there for years and I loved it. But it would be awful to be surrounded by those Cubs fans. Or those types of people. No offense.
Yeah.
Well, as everybody digs their hole, I should mention that Melissa, our scorer, was born 2 blocks from Lee Field
Oh!
and is a lifelong Cubs
I went to
fan.
college there. I'm going to Chicago in a couple of weeks, actually.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while.
Doing any dates?
I'm going to try. I'm going to do 6 minutes. I'm going out there. I'm going to fly out there. I'm going to do 6 minutes at the Lincoln Lodge. Take a shower, and then I'm going to fly right back.
Fantastic.
It's going to destroy an elderly Japanese man's home.
While I'm there.
For all of you out there, that's the Lincoln Lodge at the corner of Belmont, Lincoln, and Ashland.
Yeah. I normally don't go that far north. I'm mainly a Lincoln Park kind of guy, but I'm going through that.
Fancy. All right, let's move on to happier news.
Yeah.
Who said this?
Yes.
In Syria, there are murderers who dismember human bodies into pieces while still alive and send their limbs to their families.
Mr. Rogers.
Not quite.
This is happy
In
news.
Syria, there are people who, I'm sorry?
Now, there are murderers who dismember human bodies into pieces while still alive and send their limbs to their families.
So I'm very confused senator that thinks Syria is in northern Mexico.
No, this is actually a Syrian sentence.
Seriously?
Yeah, it is their foreign. Yeah, you'd think it'd be coming from the other side, but it was their foreign minister, Walid Muallim. But he was talking about foreigners coming in because he claims the Civil War is pretty much an invasion by 83 other countries, including the Saudis, the Qataris,
That's how
the
you say
Turks.
it? The Qataris?
Qataris,
What are
yes.
they into?
There's not.
All right.
Yeah, and
Have you been following the Syria news?
No, I'm a Syrian.
Right.
Oh! That is neat. Yeah, he compared this invasion to 9/11,
Yes.
which I'm offended because comparing things to 9/11 is a job for our politicians. And who
That joke landed harder than United 93.
Oh, wow. See, guys, I can't believe we don't have microphones for this. We really should have stuff
I'm
like
glad
that.
you're recording this for my upcoming war crimes.
And who said, of course we have to comply, this is our history, we have to comply with every treaty we sign.
In relation to the last question? Okay. Of course we need to comply to this.
No.
I have no idea.
It was President Assad.
Wow. These are tough. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a current events guy. Maybe I shouldn't even be participating. But I find these questions to be fairly inside. Right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, okay.
It's
just dumb American, though.
a little tough. I feel bad when I don't touch on Syria.
If you have any questions about the Rwandan genocide from 1994, I'm right. I'll be right
Well,
there.
the next question is a bit closer to that.
Kigali?
Not quite.
You're still playing. I
Right.
guess you're
I bet I know.
The next question is, due to Edward Snowden and the NSA spying scandal, what steps has India's High Commission in London taken to protect their nation's secrets?
Unplug the one.
You're close.
What steps has what taken?
Indian High Commission, essentially the Indian Embassy in London. What steps have they taken to prevent being spied upon?
Change your Wi-Fi password?
No, you got to go lower 10.
1, 2, 3, 5.
They're destroying all the printing presses in the nation. There are a bunch of Luddites.
No, but you're getting closer.
Okay. Oh, all right.
They're in fact typing all diplomatic cables on typewriters.
Oh, I like
so that they can't break into their Wi-Fi or their networks.
Yeah.
They're also, any
Yeah.
classified information is discussed in the garden and not in the building.
The proofreading industry is going to go through the roof in that country.
Yeah. The Russians are also reported to be doing this in London as well.
Oh.
The Indian High Commissioner has been complaining that it's tedious to have to walk outside to talk about state secrets. It also mentioned that we really don't have state secrets, so good luck listening.
He's got a point about walking outside.
It is difficult. It's all the way. Who? Where did this quote come from? The Texas miracle is over as more people left the state than ever before. Experts say skyrocketing taxes and a lack of energy jobs due to new environmental regulations are partly to blame.
Who said that?
Yes, not necessarily who said it, but where does that quote come
I want to say LBJ. So wish that were the answer.
from? A little more reason.
You say Texas, I just think
Jimmy Johnson.
that.
You're close to thinking it was from a Texas senator.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that, yeah.
He's Kentucky.
It'd be great if it were Ross Perot, but he's still alive, right?
He's still alive.
Yeah.
I feel so bad not knowing this, that being that I'm from Texas,
Yeah.
but I guess I'm a typical Texas.
Well, it was from a web-only ad for Republican Senator John Cornyn, who's running for re-election next year. And the point of the ad is to warn us all of what will happen if Texas goes Democratic in the next election.
Oh, it's like a apocalyptic scenario.
Exactly.
It's like saying,
Yeah, he appears at the end and says, higher taxes, higher unemployment, and government drowning in debt will result.
I like that somewhere in office thought, you know what's a good idea? Let's have our candidate appear on screen saying these things will result, and then just cut to black, so that everyone immediately thinks, vote for him, these things result.
That is a subliminal message I had not considered.
That is Arizona State marketing department.
And he released it this week in anticipation of Wendy Davis announcing her candidacy probably for governor, like in case she runs for, in case she runs for Senate. She, of course, being the filibuster senator.
Oh, the tennis shoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She will be announcing big plans this week. She won't say what they are, but she's running for governor. Because she's not, she's an idiot. She's going to
How long is she going to take to make that announcement? Like, you think she'll
Well, she gets off.
she'll stretch that out?
Just letting it build with her constituents,
Oh, right, yeah.
yearning, and then when she finally announces it,
Yeah. Teasing them.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just give you the news.
Right.
All right, moving on to more serious news. What happened more than 500,000 times last night?
Breaking Bad was mentioned on Twitter.
Not quite.
Downloaded.
Yes, illegally. In the first 12 hours after it aired, it was illegally downloaded 500,000 times.
Nice.
At one point, 85,000 people were sharing the same copy.
That's
And
disgusting.
which, if it comes in second, the record is 170,000 people sharing an episode of what?
Game of Thrones.
Yes, very good.
Never seen it.
I was into Game of Thrones. I could not get into it. I just thought it was all about
Game of Thrones was the second
Sodomy.
episode.
That's all we want.
Hey, why did you watch it? If you thought it was about sodomy, why did you keep watching it?
not 3 episodes back to back of Sodomy. I know it's has some breathing room between
Your sodomy
Sodomy
episodes.
episodes.
I would love to see you write television reviews of shows you
You have not seen it, or have not seen it.
Three's Company, no
I would-
related show about sodomy.
I would rather read a blog by someone who has not seen a television show than all the blogs written by people who have seen those television shows. Incredible.
10.3 million people actually watched it on American television.
How many?
10.3 million is the preliminary
For
number.
those of you who haven't seen it, the following people die.
I've got a serious question about that last episode. I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Ted Baxter is the only one who is fired.
Did you see it? Okay, then we'll discuss it later. But I've been.
This show's about right.
You know what? The question was what happened 500,000 times last night. I almost said me asking the question that I need to ask because I said it out loud. But how did he? Then because I don't get it. I don't see how he did it. There's something he does, and I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Don't say anything about it.
You know what?
I haven't watched episode.
There's so many questions like that though. You'll never be able to figure out which one we're talking about. But it's still good. It's still good. Anyway.
So great.
Can you tell that we have more to say about a fucking television show than about anything going on in the world?
Well, that's our world with TV.
Did you guys see last night's episode of Syria? Holy
How's it
shit!
gonna end?
What's he gonna do?
How did he kill the power to the entire palace?
And then
The
those
servants'
guys,
wings, okay, but the entire palace?
those guys rolling out the.
That's the one TV question that you got, right?
It is the only television question I have. I believe. Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, there's a new California law that was signed this week by Governor Brown, and it will allow kids under 18 to do what?
Drink and drive.
Not. But 18 to 21 is fucked. 21 past that.
Wait, who passed it?
They can't have pictures.
It's a new California law signed by Governor Brown.
Okay.
It will allow kids under 18 to do what?
Purchase medicinal weed. Final answer.
Can they do that? I know they now can in New Jersey. In pill form, or no, in edible form. I'm not sure in this state.
Oh, to attend R-rated movies without their parents' permission.
I think there are already plenty of loopholes in that law. No, that is not the answer.
Is it they can't have their pictures taken without parental consent?
You're close. They actually, it's called the eraser law. And
no, this is the one where every web service that allows them to post something has to have a feature where they can erase it from that site until you're 18, basically, you can erase anything that you post.
That's awesome.
if you put up an embarrassing photo, embarrassing tweet.
I think that'd be for adults too.
Yes.
Well,
Am I allowed to take down pictures of under 18-year-olds that I posted? That's the real one.
but therein lies part of the rub that you can only take down photos that you put up.
Yeah.
If you're putting up a photo of a 17-year-old, A,
Hypothetically.
you got all of your own, but B, they cannot make you take it down. That is your
Your
problem.
parents.
Wow.
Your mom and dad can't make you take it down. First of all, your mom and dad can't make you do anything.
You know, when they pay your rent and cell phone bill, you feel obligated to take down the post she disagrees with on Facebook. My mother, by the way, not every time I post on Facebook, but I don't post anything like vulgar or anything, but I'll post something like, you know, working here today, it's pretty cool. She will post the most off-topic comments that are not rude or like I'm embarrassed by, but they're just off her own land.
Do you tell her to stay on topic, Mom?
I'm not going to respond because
Right.
then she becomes the world's best internet troll, where she starts responding more and more crazy and personal. It's just an arms race at that point.
But this law would allow him to delete her comments if he wanted to, right? That's
Well, you
what-
can do that already on Facebook.
Okay.
Also, I'm not under 18. The beard
I just
is
discovered
male-patterned baldness.
I just discovered I haven't really been paying attention.
One of the big problems of the law is, sure, you can take down your photo if you're under 18, but most of these services already allow you to take down your own stuff. It's the problem of other people putting up stuff for you. And plus, you cannot take down anything that's under subpoena.
I'm on a website where we see what under 18-year-olds have posted that has been subpoenaed. I think that would be fascinating. Like, what are they talking about?
I really don't know. That's just a provision they put into law. I don't know why they would do it.
Anyone that's ever talked to someone under 18 knows immediately they have nothing of value to say at all.
That's true. All my teenage niece ever put up on social media was, "Hey, I'm bored," and her phone number.
Oh,
Wait.
Uh,
That always freaked me out a little bit. All right. The next question. Care to guess?
Oh, no.
All right.
No, this could be anything.
I'm sure you were going to get this one. The
Well, no, it's not about TV.
The University of Aberdeen in Scotland received a $320,000 grant to study a potential treatment for breast cancer that can be derived from what?
Haggis.
No, good thought though.
Sheep's spleen. Cure your breast cancer right up.
Keep thinking living
Sheep's,
things.
sheep's, what is it? I don't know, the haggis is the, I'm talking about leeches.
No, it's not leeches. It is a living thing, not necessarily Scottish based.
Treatment in Scotland for breast cancer.
Underwear bras?
No, there nothing specifically in an underwire bra.
What living underwire bra?
This is all from this week?
This is all from this week. Actually, this was on the BBC website today.
Okay.
It's actually shark blood. Shark blood has the IGNAR, that's IGNAR antibody. That's in the shark blood, and they believe that, I don't really understand the science of all this stuff, but it kind of acts like a virus does, that it can attach to another cell, but unlike human antibodies, it has a lot smaller attachers. I don't think that's a scientific term. And they think about 20 to 25% of breast cancer cases, which are the ones that deal with the AGR2 protein.
Charlie Sheen was this close.
He was that close to curing cancer.
Ignar was the guy in Braveheart who threw the rock. The big guy in Braveheart. Was that right? With the beard.
Sure.
You said Ignar, and I thought, that sounds like Braveheart to me. That sounds like the character.
I thought you were going to say Ignar was the character in Braveheart that cured breast cancer. I need to rewatch that movie.
Right, next question. Attorney General Eric Holder announced that a lawsuit against North Carolina will be brought by the United States government over what law? A North Carolina law.
Can I have the question?
Yeah.
Right, Attorney General Holder announced that the United States Justice Department will be bringing suit against the state of North Carolina over what law?
Probably anything with concealed weapons?
No, not concealed weapons.
Reverse Emancipation. Putting
Non-
chains on black people.
Non-concealed weapons. Weapons that are right out in the open.
No.
Okay?
I'll give you a hint, which I'm sure will help. The law followed June's Supreme Court ruling that invalidated parts of the 1965 Voter Rights Act.
Are they requiring a driver's license to vote?
Yes. And Attorney General Holder has said he'll go after any state that does that. He's specifically going after that in the law, the elimination of 7 days of early voting, the end of same-day registration at early voting, and a limit on the counting of provisional ballots. Nothing but fun at this show. Nothing but fun.
Did not know that. How's that going? How's working on progress?
He just announced it today.
Oh, just today.
Yeah, which is
These
probably
questions
because
are fresh.
he loses his job tonight.
Is there any way that one of those questions is about something that happened 5 minutes ago? That'd be a great treasure. If you somehow were being fed some piece of like really obscure something that just happened, that'd be weird, right?
No, that was last show when I managed to bring up a current baseball score in the middle of the game. But I had this on my phone.
What if one of those questions was about something that hasn't happened yet? What is that'd be the coolest show ever.
It's like a Twilight episode.
Yeah.
I assure you that won't be happening. Now, today, President Hillary Duff. The actual next question is, during a charity comedy event in Washington, D.C., Daily Beast correspondent Josh Rogan insultingly live tweeted the comedy. What happened to him?
Oh, he was punched.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Punched by...
By a comedian
Yes.
whose name I can't remember, but this comedian, I know this comedian, you know why I know this? Because it's completely unimportant. It's a comedian who had a reputation for buying Twitter followers.
Really?
Yeah. and this guy, Rogan?
Yeah, Josh Rogan.
Okay, Josh Rogan, who was, this was at the DC Improv, where he was a waiter in 1999. He is now of the Daily Beast, he's like the head and something, he's,
Oh, he's a correspondent, that's all I know.
oh, okay, I read that he was like, he had a high position at the Daily Beast, so in a mere 14 years, you could go from waiter at the DC Improv to working for the Daily Beast in some capacity. He tweeted, this comedian sucks, basically. Like live tweeted it, the comedian saw it and punched the guy.
Yeah, he did.
Which, by the way, you can't do that.
How soon
But
after, like, did he get?
he,
Was he just backstage?
he got off stage,
Who
I
said
guess, and then, yeah, saw that who had said it, saw that the guy was there,
Yeah.
and then,
And he, from what the police say, he said, "Are you Josh Rogan?" Josh Rogan said, "Yeah." He punched him.
Nice.
Punched him,
What's
like,
the comedian?
Dan Nyman, who I sadly had never heard of before.
Yeah.
And yes, it was at the 19th annual Funny Celebrity Competition. So it's celebrities, DC celebrities, politicians, journalists come up and doing stand-up, and of course you know it's going to be bad.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now,
Politicians getting up and doing stand-up?
yeah, it started with
If you're
his,
a comedian at a comedy show
Okay,
full of politicians and someone says, this guy's bad,
Right.
you are in the wrong profession. You should be a politician.
Now I'm hoping that guy that tweeted that, what did he say about all the non-comedians?
well, it
doing
started
stand-up?
with Rogan tweeted, "I'm live tweeting the Funny Celebrity DC contest at the Improv. Candy Crowley of CNN
Yeah.
is bombing." That was his first tweet. He lives
You
in-
don't say.
Ralph Nader opens by saying he isn't funny and proceeds to live up to his word. Harsh. He went on to tweet about the other comedian. And then Dan Nyman, the professional, comes up. And he says, Dan Nyman was funny until he dusted off his 2005 Katrina jokes in a gratingly bad George W. Bush impression. The next tweet was, Dan Nyman makes his umpteenth joke about how Asians can't distinguish between L and R. Election, erection, we get it. So this is the kind of material the guy was doing. And then his last tweet of the night is my favorite. Dan Nyman just punched me in the face. And
You know what? I don't think I would like Dan Nyman's comedy either, but I don't think I like Rogan either. I think it's two guys I wouldn't like getting into a fight. I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
You let what's to do his bit.
Now you're on with that.
Yeah,
They were fun.
Yeah.
he's going to be getting gigs at the Niagara Falls Comedy Cellar left and right now.
And John Kerry will be at Flappers this weekend.
Right? Why was an art installation in Pittsburgh canceled this weekend?
Installation.
It opened on Friday, was closed by Sunday.
Does it have anything to do with nudity?
Not nudity. No, patrons had to sign a waiver to get in. They had to be 18 or over. And they were warned not to attend if they had photosensitive epilepsy, breathing, or heart problems, or claustrophobia.
They were. Was it a haunted house like for Halloween?
No, it was an art exhibit by the Austrian artist Kurt Hechtschlager.
Is it like a rave simulator?
Oh, what simulator?
Kind of, depending on what you've taken.
Oh, what simulator?
Like a rave.
Oh, waves.
They did warn of intense stroboscopic lights in combination with thick artificial fog.
Did you shut that down in Philly?
In Pittsburgh,
Oh, I'm sorry, Pittsburgh.
because 3 people had seizures at the art installation.
Oh, okay. I think you're lucky to get 3 people to go and look at your art installation. I don't know.
As long as you don't have to give them their money back, it's a success. Right, whose presidential library opened on Friday?
That was mine.
This is a trick question. Every presidential library opens.
Ah, you got
Very nice. Whose grand opening for the very first time was last Friday?
Hillary John.
That will be in roughly 2042.
Okay. Grand openings time for presidential library. I've never met someone that's gone to a presidential library. I assume they're just empty built. Like, are they books written by the president? Are they the president's favorite books?
Well, the modern thing of the presidency, it's pretty much to house all their papers and to glorify themselves. To be honest, all these guys would love to have the Roman Empire thing of we become gods when we die.
I know what it is. It's Taft. President Taft.
No, I don't think Taft has one.
Well, that's why I thought it might have been his. 'Cause he didn't have
No, it
one.
was somebody that didn't have one. Now, they come fast and furious now because George W. Bush just opened his earlier this year.
Okay, so it's not
But
Bush.
this one was actually 216 years late.
Oh, all right. Oh, so it wasn't too far. I mean, no, 216.
Jesus, so this is
Not Jesus, no.
John Adams?
No, not John Adams.
Jefferson?
Not Jefferson.
Washington?
Yes.
You're
You
right?
got there eventually.
Yes, it was our first president, George Washington, finally got his own library to have, because right before he died, he wrote a letter to a friend saying, my greatest wish is to have, before I died, a library built to house my papers.
What
And
a
he
lame.
finally got
Can
it.
you imagine that being under death? Like, I'm gonna run over my death. I'm about to die. You know what I want? I want a library. That's not very. It's not very sexy. You know what I
If
mean?
your friend writes you and goes, oh, one of my greatest wishes after I die, build a library. I'm like, not to go to a library. I'll go to the funeral and I'll ship in for the coffin.
Yeah. It's usually like tell my family I love them, give them this money. But no, it's you know what I really want is a library.
It's not the last thing he said. It was in his last year of life he wrote that
I
letter.
bet it was. It was. One last thing. I just want a library. Oh, imagine. Very anticlimactic. With the Dewey Decimal System, I want a magazine section. I want the periodicals on the ground floor. I want a nice lobby, and I want an atrium. I want an atrium right there in the middle. Microfiche in the. Okay.
It cost $100 billion, no taxpayer money, all raised by the Mount Vernon's Ladies Association, who owns Mount Vernon, which is where it is housed. And I'll be a complete nerd and tell you that Washington's last words were "tis well," after checking his own pulse. Now,
Awesome. Go ahead.
all right, we are up to our final question of the evening.
Woo! How many points?
And that is up to Melissa. I have no idea what she does over there.
Can we get negative points? 'Cause I think I'm negative.
It's possible.
10 or so.
The final question of the evening. In Western Australia, what did a wild pig do before going for a swim, hunting for food in a camper's refuse area, trying to start a fight with a cow, and passing out?
Mushrooms.
Closer.
That's a long question. What did he do before doing all that?
Yeah, before going for a swim, hunting for food, starting a fight with a cow, and passing out.
Yeah, Foster's.
Yes. Yes, he stole 18 beers from campers, drank them. The campers got really cheesed off, chased them, but they got away, so they start asking all the other campers in this Australian camping area around the lake, have you seen this pig? And the first people said, yeah, we just saw it hunting for food in our garbage area. So, and then it went that way. So they talked to another group of people and they said, yeah, we saw it being chased around our car by a cow. Then it jumped into the water.
Because what you're describing is what happens when you do PCP. So I thought this pig, right?
It was a pig.
I thought the pig had gotten into someone's dust supply.
I think I dated this pig.
So while Melissa is tabulating the final score, I'll let you know that we filmed this. Hello, everybody. It will be on YouTube. You can see all episodes of Knowledge News and Nonsense that's been done here at Bob's Espresso Bar. I'd like to give you folks a chance if you'd like to plug any upcoming gigs you may have. Stephen?
I have no upcoming gigs. If anybody is in the market for a reality TV show, I just finished a treatment based on the American Civil War.
A treatment for a reality show?
Yeah, like other people will play it. I'm not going to have real people come to the war.
Oh, all right.
Please tell me it involves surgery of some sort.
No, the slaves are involved.
Fantastic.
I'm on board.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the Lincoln Lodge in Chicago for 6 minutes on October 18th. Go wherever the Lincoln Lodge is. Lincoln at something.
Lincoln, Belmont, Ashland, where the three
Lincoln
coming
at
up.
Belmont. It's at 6 minutes. Just watch my 6 minutes and then you can leave.
And go with the all-you-can-eat sushi next door.
Right. Right. October 18th.
October 18th. Thank you.
And I'm opening up for Stephen.
So I now have the scores. Here we go, coming in third place with 10 points. Yes, it's Becky. Coming in second place with 11 points, it's Stephen. Becky's winning with 12 points, it's Matt. Now, our special prize, as always, is something we bought at the dollar store. Or I should say the 99-cent store. This one actually has a story behind it. It is, this cost 99.99 cents rounded up to $1, as they always do. It is a visor of the Rockford Thunder. Now let me tell you about the Rockford Thunder. They were a women's softball team, a member of the National Pro Fast Pitch League. They existed from, now it's September 30th, 2013 that you are getting this. They existed from 2007 to 2009. They then became,
2007 when?
to 2009, they then became the Tennessee Diamonds in 2010, the Carolina Diamonds in 2012, and folded in February 2013. Their roster picked up by the New York, New Jersey Comets. They won the 2009 league championship.
What did they play?
Women's softball, fast pitch softball.
They played men's softball. Breaking your ground.
So thank you everybody for coming. Nonsense is nonsense. My name's Mike Bauman. Please thank Stephen Faulkner.